Perek Daled Mishnah Bet 2. Rabbi Nechunya ben Hakana Hayam mitpalel, he used to pray bechnisato lebet midrash, when he would enter the study hall, the bet midrash. Ubitziato, and when he'd leave it, tefillah kitzara, a short prayer. Amrulo, his students asked him, Ma makom letfilazo, what place is there for this type of tefillah? Because they thought it's not, usually you pray to be safe, you pray to Hashem, but there's nothing dangerous in the Beit Midrash. So it's almost like they were saying, there's no room or no place for this tefillah. Or what is the place of it? Why are you doing it? Not what are you saying, but why are you saying it? And he explained to them, Amar lahem, bichnisati ani mitpalel, when I go in, I pray, shelo yera davar takala al yadi. I'm not praying for safety. I'm praying that there should be no mishap that happens because of me. Ubitziati, and when I leave, ani noten hoda'al chelki, I thank Hashem for my portion. So basically a mishap would be, God forbid, if he says the wrong halacha. If he makes a ruling and says something's tahor or is mutar when it's not, God forbid he makes the people stumble. So this also became obligatory for us to say before we learn, because we don't want to give someone the wrong halacha. And also there's a side point. Sometimes your colleagues, when you say something wrong, then they feel good because they feel like they were right. They have one up on you, even though it's not good to do that, but still, a person may feel that. And by doing that, Hashem will then, God forbid, punish the person. You're not supposed to feel that arrogance. So he was also saying, I don't want my colleagues to feel good if I make a mistake, and then they'll get punished, and it'll be like it's through me. And vice versa, that I shouldn't feel that way from someone else. And then I thank Hashem for my chelek, that I'm a person who wakes up in the morning. I don't just do useless and wasteless activities. I go to the Beit Midrash. Some people run to go to work. I run to go to Beit Midrash. Like we say in a siyum, some of that, it brings down the Gemara. Now this prayer, like we said, it doesn't mention that it is not obligatory, which means it just says that's what he did. And the rabbis learn, Rambam and other rabbis, that we should in fact say this before and after we learn. Now this could be why this is the next Mishnah from before, because it's talking again about prayer, an obligatory prayer, because no one said this was optional. So it's following the other prayers. Also, it's to hint to us that after you pray, Shachrit or Mincha or anything, you're supposed to go to the Beit Midrash and learn. And that could be one reason why this Mishnah came after the one before it about prayer. Also, this is a different topic than what we call quote tefillah, prayer, which is the Amidah or Shmoneh Esrei, which the Perek is really going to be continuing to talk about and started. So this is about when we say you have different Berachot that we have to say to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You have Shevach, you have Bakasha and Hoda'ah, praise, and then request, and then thanks. Now they say besides Berachot of those three categories, which is in the Amidah, but it's also in other things, like to thank Hashem for the thunder and lightning and different things, so even without the Amidah. So these are not Berachot of Hoda'ah, but it falls in the category of just some prayers of Yihiratzons of the Hoda'ah section. So that's where this is fitting. It's not an Amidah law, but it is a prayer law in the fact of the Hoda'ah. And of course, every beracha except for Birkat HaMazon is rabbinic in nature.